Hey guys, Marshall here with Rolling Man Cave, and I made a ramp for me and my dog. My dog's 10 and a half now, Grace, and she's having a hard time jumping up inside the trailer, especially when I have it propped up high to get the weight off the suspension of the trailer and off the tires of the trailer too. So let me show you the ramp. So just made this out of 2x8 side by side, and then covered it with these stair grip things that are 8 inches by 30 inches, and I just wrapped them over the edges, and then so I had 6 of those 8-inch strips to make the 4-foot length of the ramp. And you can see here the ramp is held on by just some hard steel door handles, pull handles I got at Home Depot. And this is wood on the sides. That's just old coffee table piece slats that I cut out from underneath Grace's bed because I raised that up even higher, and I made a larger, flatter surface, so I had these extra slats of wood that I cannibalized and used for the sides, and then leftover wood to make the slats that cover the seams here, because again there's 6 of these mouse pad like material. They're wood grain finish, supposedly washable, and I covered the places, joints where they meet, with these wood slats, which will also give Grace, her feet, something to grab onto, and my shoes too. Anyway, and I'll pull it off and then turn it upside down. You can see the rest of the construction of it. So I used some 4-inch corners, steel corners, to make the pieces that stick into the door handles to hold the ramp in place up against the trailer. And here you can see there's those 2 door handles. And I used 1x3 and double stacked it near the bottom. So I've got 4.5 inches thick at the base to keep the ramp from being too steep for Grace, because she doesn't like really steep inclines, and she can easily step up that first initial step up. And that larger 1x6 was actually like a 1x10, and I cut it down, and I used washers and just a box of the brass finished deck screws from Walmart, these guys here, to secure everything. And I used washers to make it extra strong. So, and stained it with urethane stain from Walmart, Rust-Oleum, $17 for a quart, and it was enough to do the entire ramp. So anyway, it's a little heavy, but it's custom built, so it's specifically the way I want it for my trailer, for Grace and myself. And these stair grip things are supposed to be just laid out on steps flat, and they're like a mouse pad underneath so they don't slip around. But of course I wanted them anchored down tightly so that they wouldn't shift under Grace's weight or under regular use with me or her. So the edges of the mouse pad material comes under there and is held down by these pieces of cannibalized coffee table slats that were already rounded, and I just had to stain those. And you can see where I cut it, the mouse pad stair things, with a razor. And then I had these extra large rubber feet left over from this front ramp of the trailer, because they were initially there for the front end of the trailer ramp to sit on the ground. But since I put the legs underneath to make it a deck, even when it's laid flat, these also provide foot support for the ramp when it's in the all the way down position. So I was able to cannibalize them, and I put some washers in there in some nuts to keep from deforming the rubber too much, but also to hold them securely. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with it. It took a couple of days to build, but hey, I think it turned out quite nicely, and look forward to using it. As you can see, the trailer is pretty high off the ground right now, so take a look real quick. So it's 2 feet off the ground, so the ramp will help a lot for both Grace and myself. Lastly, here's the ramp from the inside. So here's the mouse pad anti-slip stair treads that I got on Amazon. It was 18 bucks for 7 of them. They're 8 inches by 30 inches that I use for the ramp. And I'm going to use this 7th one as a mouse pad on my desk. So nothing goes to waste here. And I've got these scraps that I cut off, the excess from the ones used on the ramp. And I'll use those for gaskets or washer type functions in the future. I know I'll have a use for them, so I'll hold on to them. And for the total cost of building the ramp, the wood I got from Home Depot and the screws from Walmart and the stain urethane from Walmart comes out to about $65. I probably could have purchased a ready-made aluminum ramp with rubber coating, something that I would have to modify anyway to get to work on this snowmobile trailer because it wasn't meant for this use, you know. So I probably saved like 33–40% over the cost of buying one already made that I would have had to modify anyway. So, you know, about $65 total expenditure. Well worth it for both me and my Grace to be able to use, and should last for a very long time. Cheers. See you in the next video.